Hello viewers, welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. We are discussing class 12 fundamental of three-dimensional geometry, and I have given one class the introduction of fundamental concept along three-dimensional geometry. Okay, so today we are going to learn some maths. We have to solve some maths. Now hope you are able to do all the theorems, or sorry, not theorem. Hope you are able to understand all the formula that is given, that is fundamental concept of three-dimensional geometry. So now we are going to start another chapter, not chapter, sorry, not chapter, the exercise related to the first chapter of three-dimensional geometry, fundamental concept of three-dimensional geometry. So without delaying the time, let's get started. First chapter, fundamental concept of three-dimensional geometry. Some question. The first chapter from R.S. Agarwal book, that is fundamental concept on 3D geometry. Okay. Book name R.S. Agarwal. Class 12. So let us move to the question. The first question. Let us take one question. The question is given here. Now there are various types of examples are given in R.S. Agarwal math book. Okay. So I suggest you viewers that you should go through the examples of R.S. Agarwal, very good book. You should go through the solutions from R.S. Agarwal math book. Definitely you will cover most of the portion of this chapter related questions. Okay. Now, so without delaying time, so I am just first trying to solve one question. That is from example 6. What we have to told that find the direction cosine of a line that makes equal angle with the coordinate. Okay. The question is that. So let us the given line make alpha angle to each of the coordinate. Okay. So we have to find the direction cosine of a line that makes equal angle. The question is, that is, we have to find direction cosine of lines which makes equal angles which makes equal angles with coordinate Now let us take answer. Let the direction cosine are L, M and N. Okay, and let it makes alpha angle to the coordinate axis, that is along x axis, z axis and y axis. So my L is equal to M is equal to N, that should be what? Cos alpha. Understood that? Now as we know that L square plus m square plus n square is equal to how much? 1. L square plus m square plus n square is equal to 1. Now if you need the proof of this L square plus m square plus n square is equal to 1, I will also show you for that. Okay, so for solving this question, okay, for solving this question, you first remember that L square plus m square plus n square is equal to 1. Now as we know that this is cos alpha, so cos square alpha plus cos square alpha plus cos square alpha is equal to 1. That is 3 cos square alpha is equal to 1. That is cos square alpha is equal to 1 by 3, and cos alpha is equal to plus minus 1 by root 3. So the direction cosines are the required direction cosine are what? First we have to take the plus sign, okay, that is 1 by root 3 and 1 by root 3, okay. Then what? Minus 1 by root 3, minus 1 by root 3 and minus 1 by root 3. So these are my required direction cosine, okay. The lines which, so these are my required direction cosine of the given line. So that's we have to find. The question is given that like that. So the line which makes equal angle to the axis, that is, suppose you are taking a line OP, it makes alpha to the here, alpha to here, and this is equal to alpha. Okay. So the required direction cosine are 1 by root 3 this. Next move to another question. The question is given here. A very good question is given here. That is, find the direction cosine of the vector. Second question. So this is the first. This is not from the exercise. Okay. So this is preliminary idea from the examples of RS Agarwal math book. Now we after completing that we should start exercise definitely. So now here one question again given. So this is the example number 2 I am taking, that the direction cosine r is equal to the line is in the it is given in vector form 6 I hat plus 2j hat minus 3k hat r vector is equal to. So we have to find the direction cosine of this. We have to find the direction cosine of r. Now here, as we know that the equation of r vector is equal to 6 I cap plus 2j cap minus 3k cap. Now here my 6, 2 and minus 3, 6, 2 and minus 3 are what? 6, 2 and minus 3 are the direction ratio of r. Understood that? 6, 2 and minus 3 are the direction ratio of r. Now if we have to find the direction cosine of r, that should be what? This divided by direction ratio should come the proportion to the direction cosine. So this should be what? 6 divided by root over of 6 square plus 2 square plus minus 3 square, 2 divided by root over of 6 square plus 2 square plus minus 3 square, minus 3 divided by 6 square plus 2 square plus minus 3 square. Hope you all understand. Now if we calculate that, 6 by this is root over of 49, 2 divided by this is root over of 49, minus 3 divided by root over of 49. So that means 6 by 7 2 by 7 and minus 3 by 7. So that is my required direction cosine of r. These are the required direction cosine of r. Next, move to another question. The question is given here that find the angle made by one vector. Vector form is given here I, j minus k with the coordinate axis. Okay. Now the question is given, question number 3. That is not the solution of exercise. I am telling you. If I have solved the exercise, then I should write it here. Exercise name. Now here it is given that find the angle made by the vector r. R vector is given here. I cap plus j cap minus k cap. That is given r vector. Okay. With the coordinate axis, we have to find the angle made by this. Now here the direction ratio are given. What is the direction ratio? 1, 1 and minus 1. So the direction cosine, what is the direction cosine? 1 by root over of 1 square plus 1 square plus minus 1 square. 1 by root over of root 3 minus 1 by root 3. That is 1 by root 3. 1 by root 3 minus 1 by root 3. Okay. Hope you are able to see. So this is the direction ratio. Now if we take that this r makes, this is my r, this is x, y, z, this is alpha, this is beta and this is gamma. Now if this r makes alpha, beta, gamma angle with x axis and y axis and z axis, then the direction cosine of x axis is a straight line. Okay, so direction cosine of x axis is equal to how much? 1 0 0. Direction cosine of y axis 0 1 0 and direction cosine of z axis 0 0 1. Understood that? Now here the direction cosine of r, this straight line, this, that is given in the vector form, is this. So the angle cos alpha, if we take the angle cos alpha, suppose it makes alpha angle to r makes alpha angle to x axis, that is cos alpha equal to how much? This into this, this into this, this into this, that is 1 into 1 by root 3 plus 0 into 1 by root 3 plus this 0 into minus 1 by root 3. Understood that? So we are getting a result 1 by root 3. Okay. Now so alpha should be cos inverse 1 by root 3. Understood that? Similarly cos beta should be with this into this, this into this and this into this, that is 0 into 1 by root 3 plus 1 into 1 by root 3 plus 0 into minus 1 by root 3. That means 1 by root 3. So beta should be how much? Cos inverse 1 by root 3. Next move to gamma. That is cos gamma. Cos gamma equal to this multiplied by this plus this multiplied by this plus this 1 multiplied to minus 1 by root 3. So cos gamma equal to minus 1 by root 3. So gamma equal to cos inverse minus 1 by root 3. So this angle makes by, so R this R makes this angle to the coordinate axis respectively. So next move to another question. The question is given here. Find the angle between the lines whose direction ratio are this. It's a very easy question also. Again, one more question. It is given here, angle between the lines whose direction ratio. First line dr is given, direction ratio is given 3 to minus 6, 3 to minus 6, and for the second line the dr is given 1 to 2, 1, 2 and 2. So we have to find the angle between these two lines. So for that we have to compute the direction cosine between that. Okay. So the direction cosine of first line, that's equal to 3 by root over of 3 square plus 2 square plus 6 square. So if we calculate that, we are getting root 49. Here 2 by root 49 and here minus 6 by root 49. That is 3 by 7, 2 by 7, minus 6 by 7. And direction cosine of second line, that's equal to 1 by root over of 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 square. That is 1 by 3, comma diye 2 by 3. Next 2 by 3. Okay. So now, so this is my L1, M1, N1. If we consider that L1, M1 and N1, and these are my L2, M2, N2. Understood that? So if theta be the angle between these two straight line, then cos theta, how much? L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2. That means 3 by 7 into 1 by 3 plus 2 by 7 into 2 by 3 plus minus 6 by 7 into 2 by 3. Understood that? The modular sign should be there, mod sign. Okay. So now if we calculate that, we are getting, suppose this is 1 by 7, this is okay, minus 12 by 21. So modular as well should be there. So 7 minus 12 by 21, that is 5 by 21. So cos theta, angle between them is 5 by 21. So theta should be cos inverse 5 by how much? 5 by 21. Understood that? Next, another question is given here. The question is in the vector form. That is, my R1 vector is given here. Another question. R1 vector is given here. 4i cap minus 3j cap plus 5k cap, and R2 vector is given here 3i cap plus 4j cap and 5k cap. Okay, so again we have to find the angle between R1 and R2. Okay, suppose this is R1, this is R2, this is R2. Suppose this, we have to find the angle, that is theta. Now again, that we can see from here that the direction ratio of this is equal to 4 minus 3, 5. This is for R1, and the direction ratio of this is equal to 3, 4 and 5. This is for R2. Understood that? So we are getting the direction ratio. Next we have to find the direction cosine of R1. Sorry, small R1. Then direction cosine of R2. We are getting easily from here, since we have already get the direction ratios. So direction cosine of R1 we have to find, direction cosine of R2 we have to find. So if we find that, then we can easily compute it out the angle between R1 and R2. So let's say you have to solve this. That is direction cosine of R1. That's equal to, if we have to solve this, direction cosine of R1, that's equal to 4 by root over of 4 square plus 3 square plus 5 square, means that comes root 50. Okay, 4 by root 50 minus 3 by root 50 and 5 by root 50. Direction cosine of R2, that's equal to 3 by root 50, 4 by root 50 and 5 by root 50. Okay, so the angle between, if theta be the angle between them, then theta is equal to how much? 4 into 3 by root 50 minus 3 into 4 by root 50 plus 5 into 5 by root 50. That means, sorry, this is not only root 50 into root 50. This is also 50 into root 50. Root 50 into root 50. So this term should be cancelled. Okay, this term should be cancelled, and this is cos theta is equal to. So cos theta is equal to modulus of this. Now this term should be cancelled. So we are getting 25 by 50. That means 1 by 2. So cos theta is equal to 1 by 2 is equal to pi by 3. So cos pi by 3. So theta should be how much? Pi by 3. Okay. Next, move to another question. The question is given here. When the direction cosine of a line which perpendicular to each of the line having direction ratio this. Okay. The direction ratio of two lines have been given. We have to find the direction ratio of the another line. Okay. That is, one line is perpendicular to the both line. So for that, so we have to find a line which is perpendicular to both of the line. That is, either the picture should be this is perpendicular to both of the line. Okay. So the direction cosine of the first line, this is first, this is second. Now the direction cosine of the first line is given here. Not direction cosine, the direction ratios are given. 1, -2 and -2. 1, -2 and -2. And the second line 0, 2, 1. It is given. Okay. Now this is the third line, third one. So we take the direction ratios of that ABC as ABC or XYZ, whatever you prefer. Okay. I am taking ABC. So now, as this line is perpendicular to both of the line, so the multiplication of direction ratio of this and this should be 0. So since third line is perpendicular, to first and second both. So A into 1 plus B into -2 plus C into -2, that's equal to how much? 0. That is A minus 2B plus -2C, that's equal to 0. And also A into 0 plus B into 2 plus C into 1, that should be 0. That is A into 0, I am writing here, plus 2B plus C, that is equal to 1. So this is my equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. Now we have to solve it by cross multiplication method. So for that, these are my equation. 2B minus 2C equal to 0 and A into 0 plus 2B plus C equal to 0. So here A by is equal to B by is equal to C by. Now A, we have to find A. So for that we have to just press A over here and multiplying the relative quotient of it, this process. First process is like this. Okay. Then from this, then again this. So this is the third process. Okay. So we are getting our relevant result. So here A 2 into 1, that is -2. Minus of 2 into -2, that is -4. Understood that? Now again, for finding B, we just press over here and multiply should be this, okay, this portion, this to this corner to this corner. So that's equal to 0 into -2, 0 into -2 minus 1 into 1 plus 1 into plus 1. Understood that? Next, for C again, we are pressing over here 2 into 1, that is 2. Again this pattern should be followed. 2 into 1, that is 2, minus minus 2 into 0, that is 0. So from here we are getting that a by minus 2 plus 4 is equal to b by minus 1 is equal to c by 2. So here a by 2 is equal to b by minus 1 is equal to c by 2. So we are getting like that. So that these are the direction ratio. So the direction ratio. Now what we have to find? We have to find the direction cosine. So direction ratio are 2 minus 1 and 2. These are the direction ratio. Now direction cosine. So finding the direction cosine. Direction cosine are 2 by root over of 2 square plus minus 1 square plus 2 square, comma. So this equal to how much? 3. Root over of this equal to 3. So minus 1 by 3 and 2 by 3. So that's equal to 2 by 3 minus 1 by 3 and 2 by 3. Understood that? So that is my required result. Next, move to another question. One very good question is given here. The question is given here. A triangle is given. A triangle given here. This is a triangle is given. ABC. A, B and C. Okay. And A is equal to minus 1, 3, 2. A is equal to minus 1, 3, 2. B is equal to 2, 3, 5. 2, 3, 5. B is equal to given here. And C is equal to 3, 5 minus 2. C is equal to 3, 5 minus 2. That is given here. So we have to find the angle. This angle we have to find it. So for that, to finding the angle, first we have to find the direction ratio. That is, suppose we are taking the line AB and AC. Line AB and AC we are taking. The line AB and AC. Then the direction ratio of AB is equal to how much? This minus this means 2 minus of minus 1, comma 3 minus 3 and 5 minus 2. That's equal to 3, 0 and 3. This is the direction ratio of AB. And direction ratio of AC. Direction ratio of AC, that's equals to this coordinate minus this coordinate, that is 3 minus of minus 1, 5 minus 3 minus 2 minus 2, 4, this is 2, this is minus 4. So now we have to find the angle between them. We are taking the angle as theta 1. So my cos theta 1 should be how much? This into this, 3 into 4 plus 0 into 2 plus 3 into minus 4. Okay. theta into minus 4 divided by root over of this square, 3 square plus 0 square plus 3 square by root over of 4 square plus 2 square plus minus 4 square. Okay, so now here we are getting the result that 12 plus 0 minus 12 by this is root 18 and this is 6, I think. If you are getting 6 or whatever, root 36. Now in the above 12 minus 12, that means 0. So 0 by something, that is equal to how much? 0 by something means that means 0. So my cos theta 1 is equal to cos theta 1 is equal to cos pi by 2. So that's implying theta 1 is equal to how much? Pi by 2. Understood that? Theta 1 is equal to pi by 2. Hope it is visible to you. Next, move to another question. We have to find the angle between this. So for that, we are taking the angle as theta 2. Now again, so this is my first case. Now we are taking BA and BC, considering BA and BC. We are considering that. Now for now the direction ratio of BA, this ratio of BA is equal to minus 1 minus 2 comma 3 minus 3 comma 5 minus 2. So that's coming minus 3 comma 0 comma 3. This is minus 3, viewers. Minus 3. Understood that? Next, direction ratio of BC is equal to 3 minus 2, this minus this, comma 5 minus 3, 5 minus 3, comma minus 2 minus 5. That's coming how much? 1, comma this is 2, this is minus 7. So now if the angle is theta 2, so cos theta 2 that's equal to minus 3 into 1 plus 0 into 2 plus 3 into minus 7 divided by how much? Minus 3 square plus 0 square plus 3 square into 1 square plus 2 square plus minus 7 square. Understood that? Now if we are calculating that, we are getting this is equal to this 1 minute. This is 2 minus 5. 2 minus 5. Okay. That means here minus 3 comes. So that means here also minus 3 comes. Minus 3 and minus 7. Understood? So now this is 21 plus 21. This is minus 3. So plus 21 minus 3 means plus 18. 18 should be there. And this is root 18. Root 18 and this is root 54. Understood that? Now if we are calculating that, 1 minute. So if we calculate that, this is equal to root 18 and this is equal to minus root 54, equal sign. So if we calculate that, this is 18, next root 18 into root 54 means root 3 into root 18. Root 3 into root 18. So we will cancel out that. So 1 by how much? 1 by root 3. So theta 2 will be cos inverse 1 by root 3. Okay. Next we have to find theta 3. Okay, so again we have to do the same process. That is actually I have to erase it, otherwise you are not able to see. So if I calculate that here, hope you are able to see. Now theta 3, for theta 3, that is the angle C. So we are considering CB and CA. CB and CA. Understood that? So the direction ratio of CB, dr of CB, that's equal to, what is the direction ratio? 2 minus 3, 2 minus 3, 3 minus 5, and 5 minus of minus 2 is equal to how much? Minus 1 is equal to minus 2, and is equal to 7. Similarly, direction ratio of CA, that's equal to minus 1 minus 3, comma minus 3 minus 5, minus 3 minus 5, comma minus 2 minus 2 minus of minus 2. So from here this is minus 2, this is minus 8, and this is 0. So this is the direction ratio of CA. So the angle is theta 3. So cos theta 3 should be minus 1 into minus 2 plus minus 2 into minus 8 plus 0 into 7 divided by root over of minus 1 square plus minus 2 square plus 7 square, root over of minus 2 square plus minus 8 square plus 0 square. That's equal to, this is 36, I think. If we calculate that, we are getting viewers, once again here the direction ratio of CA should be this, that is minus 1 minus 3, that is minus 4, 3 minus 5, that is minus 2, and minus 2 plus 2, that is plus 4. Understood that? So my cos theta 3 is equal to minus 1 into minus 4 plus minus 2 into minus 2 plus 7 into 4. 7 into 4. Hope you are able to see it. 7 into 4. So now if we calculate that, we are getting this above as 36. The above result should become. And in the lower result, this is root over of 54. Root over 54. And this becomes, this will be changes to this 4 square plus minus 2 square plus 4 square, that is 36. Again if we calculate that, this is 36 means 6 root 36, and here this means root over 54. So this is equal to root 36. Skipping the calculation. So if we calculate that, 6 by root 54, that is cos theta 3 I am getting here. Cos theta 3, that's equal to 6 by root 54. 6 by root 54 means root 3. 6 means 3 into 2. Root 54 means root 3 into 18. Root 18 that means 3 into 2 divided by root 3 into, this is 3 root 2, okay, 3 root 2. Now this can be calculated with that, this can be calculated with root 2, so root 2 by root 3. So theta 3 should be cos inverse 2 by cos inverse root over of 2 by root 3. Understood that? So that is the angle between the three sides AB, BC and CA. Hope you understand that. Next, we are moving to another question related to three-dimensional geometry also. Okay. We have to show that the 2 points are collinear. Okay. Not 2 points. We have to show that 3 points are collinear. What is the collinear? What do you mean by collinear? Collinear means if 3 or more than 3 points, okay, 3 or more than 3 points lie on a same straight line, linear straight line, okay, then it is called the collinear. Three-dimensional geometry, 3D geometry, not 3G, mistakenly done. So this is the concept of collinearity. Next, so we are given 3 points here. The points are 2, 3, -4, B 1, -2, 3, C 3, 8, -11. We have to show that these 3 points are collinear. So if the direction ratios of these 3 points are, if we find the direction ratio of AB, that's equal to 1 minus 2 minus 2 minus 3 and 3 minus of minus 4, that's equal to -1, -5 and 7. Similarly, direction ratio of BC, that's equal to 3 minus 1, 8 minus of minus 2, minus 11, minus of 3. Okay, so that's equals to we have to show that the points are collinear. So that's equals, first we are doing the direction ratio of BC. Okay, so here it comes, this is 2, this is 8 minus 8 plus 2 means 10, this is minus 13. So we cannot find that these are collinear or not. Next we have to find AC, the direction ratio of AC. Now direction ratio of AC, that's equal to 3 minus 2, 8 minus 3, and 8 minus 3 and minus 11 minus of minus 4. Okay, that's equal to 1. This is 1, this is 5, and this is minus 7. So direction ratio of AB was -1, -5 and 7, and direction ratio of AC are 1, 5, -7. So the direction ratio, as the direction ratio of AB and AC are same, are in proportion, not same, are in proportion. Why? Because if we take minus common from here, minus if we are taking the common from here, so the direction ratio become -1, -5 and 7. Understood that? So that means this, that's equal to direction ratio of AB. So the direction ratio are in proportion. So we can easily told that, easily tell from here that AB and AC are parallel. Okay, that's why the direction ratio come here in proportion. We are taking taking minus common here. Now since, so we can say that AB and AC are parallel. This is my first case. Okay, first case. Now since AB and AC, so we can say that AB and AC are parallel. Now since AB and AC have a common point, that is AB and AC, these are parallel, these are not perpendicular, so this should be happening with this this should be writing by this form. Now since it is a common point A, it has a common point A, so we can say that these are collinear. Why they are collinear? Because one common point is, that is A should be come over here, and my C should be come over here. So we can say that A, B and C are collinear. Understood that? Since they are parallel but AB and AC have a common point A, this is a common point. Common point A is a common point. So we can say that AB and AC are collinear. So next move to another question. The question is given here. Find the angle between two lines whose direction cosines are connected by the relation. It's a very good question. Another question. The question is given here. Find the angle between the lines whose direction cosine are connected by the relation. For first line, the direction cosine L plus n is equal to 0, and for the second, L square plus m square minus n square equal to 0. Okay, so we have to find the required direction, the angle between the two lines. Now from here we can easily told that L is equal to minus m plus n. So if you put this value over here, we are getting minus m plus n whole square plus m square minus n square equal to 0. M square plus n square plus 2mn plus m square minus n square equal to 0. That's equal to n square cancelize. So we are taking m common, and m plus 2n, that's equal to 0. So m is equal to minus 2n. Understood that? Next again, so that's we can write here m is equal to minus 2n. Okay. Next again we are taking n is equal to, n is equal to minus L plus M. So from the relation number 2, this is relation number 1, this is relation number 2. From relation number 2, we have put in this value over here. So L square plus M square minus L plus M whole square. Okay, so is equal to 0. That's implying L square plus M square minus L square plus M square plus 2LM equal to 0. Plus 2LM equal to 0. So okay viewers, here M square, that means 2M square comes, 2M square should come, 2M square plus 2MN. Now if we are taking that's equal to 0, if we are taking 2M as common, 2M as common, so M plus N equal to 0. That means that's implying M is equal to 0 or M is equal to minus N. Understood that? Now M is equal to 0, that is implying M is equal to 0. For M is equal to 0, that is implying L is equal to how much? L is equal to minus N, and M is equal to minus N, that is implying L is equal to minus 2N. From this relation, we don't have to find another relation. Understood that? Now this is 0, and this M is equal to minus N and L is equal to from M is equal to minus N, we are getting like that. So we are getting that when M is equal to 0, L is equal to minus N. So from here M is equal to 0, L is equal to minus N. Then understood? So we can so that means the direction ratio should be how much? If we calculate this in terms of N, so the direction ratio should be how much? Minus N, 0 and N. We are calculating that in terms of N. That is my value of L is equal to minus N, M is equal to 0 and N is equal to minus N. So this is the direction ratio. Okay. Again, when we are taking we are taking L is equal to minus 2N, that is M is equal to how much? Minus N. We are getting L is equal to minus 2N. So then the direction ratio in term of N should be how much? Minus 2N, comma minus N, comma N. These are the direction ratio. Hope you understood that. Sorry, here when M is equal to minus N, the value of L should be getting 0 from this relation, from relation number 2. L is equal to 0. So L is equal to 0, then L is equal to 0. So here 0, minus N and N. So we can write that the direction ratios are, we are taking in terms of N. So the direction ratio of the first line, if we take N common over here, the minus 1, 0 and 1, we are taking this as direction ratio, and direction ratio of second line, we are taking in common from here 0, -1 and 1. Understood that? So these are the direction ratio and these are the direction ratio. So the angle cos theta should be -1 into 0 plus 0 into -1 plus 1 into 1 divided by root over of 1 square plus 1 square, basically -1 square plus -1 square plus -1 square plus 1 square. This is -1 square. So that is equal to 1 by 2. Okay. Now cos pi by 3, that's equal to cos pi by 3. So theta should be how much? Pi by 3. So the angle between the lines whose, suppose we are taking, this is the first line, this is the second line. Okay. The relation between their direction ratios are given in this format. So the angle between them is how much? Pi by 3. Okay. So dear viewers, this is this for some question solutions of for this session, and I will be available again to you from the solution of the fundamental concept on 3D geometry and the exercise solution. Okay, now till then keep watching and please stay with us and stay home, stay safe. Thanks for watching and do subscribe my channel.